NXT Women's Champion Jacy Jayne makes history at Slammiversary. Wrestling fans, brace yourselves. A historic championship crossover just happened. In a jaw-dropping moment that's sending shockwaves through the professional wrestling world, Jacy Jayne has etched her name into the annals of wrestling history at Slammiversary. Breaking new ground, she became the first active NXT superstar to capture the prestigious TNA Knockouts Championship. But here's where it gets exciting. Jayne didn't just win a title, she defeated the formidable Masha Slamovich in a match that will be talked about for years to come. This victory places her in an elite category, joining her NXT colleague Trick Williams as the only current NXT talents holding top-tier TNA championships. Imagine the narrative potential. Jayne is now a double champion, carrying both the NXT Women's Championship and the TNA Knockouts Championship. Wrestling enthusiasts are buzzing with anticipation about what this crossover means for future storylines and interbrand dynamics. Want to witness her championship journey? Tune into WWE NXT every Tuesday at 8:00 CT on the CW network and watch how this groundbreaking wrestler continues to redefine the wrestling landscape. This isn't just a championship win, it's a statement. What do you think about this unprecedented achievement? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's discuss this electrifying moment in wrestling history. Masha Slamovich. Road to Slammiversary and NXT Showdown. Masha Slamovich, a prominent figure in TNA wrestling, is on the brink of achieving something monumental. The Knockouts champion is set to face Jacy Jayne, the WWE NXT Women's Champion, in a thrilling title-for-title showdown. This highly anticipated match will take place during the Slammiversary pay-per-view event at the USB Arena, home of the New York Islanders, on July 20th. This event is shaping up to be one of the most significant in TNA's 23-year history. If Slamovich emerges victorious, she will make history as the first TNA talent under contract to capture a title from WWE. This opportunity is not lost on her, especially considering her impressive reign since defeating former champion Jordynne Grace at Bound for Glory last October. Since that pivotal victory, she has successfully defended her title against formidable opponents such as Killer Kelly, Lu Lee, Victoria Crawford, also known as Alicia Fox, and Tessa Blanchard. In the lead-up to Slammiversary, Slamovich teamed up with Sol Ruca and Zarya on NXT, where they triumphed over Jayne and her Fatal Influence partners, Fallon Henley and Jasmine Nix. With momentum clearly on her side, the 27-year-old is poised for success. We had the chance to chat with Slamovich to discuss her mindset going into this crucial match and what a victory over Jayne could mean for the future of the TNA and WWE partnership. What's your mindset right now going into Slammiversary? Masha Slamovich. It means a lot to me that everyone has my back and believes in my work and ability to this extent. I intend not to prove anyone wrong. I intend to prove everyone right as I continue to try to do every single day. What do you think of the WWE and TNA partnership so far? I believe it has been incredibly beneficial for everyone involved. This partnership has fostered a mutually advantageous relationship. Every time I've visited NXT, I've had a fantastic experience. It's been refreshing and enjoyable to have NXT talent join us in our locker room, leading to some exciting matchups over the past year. I'm eager to see where this collaboration takes us. How would you describe the current leadership of TNA? TNA's growth is evident, especially when you look at our attendance figures. We're expecting over 5,000 fans at Slammiversary, which speaks volumes about our progress. It's truly wonderful to witness. What's the atmosphere like in the TNA locker room? The vibe is consistently positive and has always been that way. There has never been a time when the Knockouts division was seen as lacking. We've always had a wealth of talent. The dynamic remains unchanged since I joined, with a mix of newcomers and seasoned wrestlers contributing to our locker room. It's exciting to see fresh talent integrate with us, and I look forward to collaborating with them. What have your experiences been like working with Shawn Michaels and others at NXT? Collaborating with Shawn Michaels and the NXT team has been an incredibly educational experience. As someone who is passionate about professional wrestling, I relish the opportunity to learn and observe how things operate in this industry. Who better to learn from than legends like Shawn Michaels? What impact do you think winning the title would have on TNA? If I win the NXT Women's Championship, it would create a balance, as NXT's Trick Williams currently holds the TNA Championship for men. This would establish a 50-50 dynamic between our promotions. Is there a match you've always wanted to have now that WWE and TNA are collaborating? I'm excited about the prospect of wrestling everyone as opportunities arise. I love being active in the ring. To be a champion, you must be a fighting champion, so I'm ready to defend my title at any time. Regarding Natalya, I'm particularly looking forward to our match at Bloodsport during SummerSlam weekend. It's a matchup I've always wanted, and I can't wait for it to finally happen. After the recent WWE Evolution event, do you think TNA should host another all-women's show? You never know. When I first joined TNA, it was during the Knockouts Knockdown event in 2021. I believe we have another Knockouts Knockdown planned for 2025 or 2026, which is a fantastic idea. What shows do you enjoy watching? I haven't been able to keep up with many shows lately due to my busy schedule. I mostly listen to music and catch an episode here and there. I've been trying to catch up on Grey's Anatomy since it started, but it feels like it's never ending. It's been a constant in my life. During the summer, I prefer to be outside roller skating while listening to music. It's a great way to stay active and enjoy the sun. Is there something about you that might surprise people? People often tease me about my love for badminton. It's such a fun sport. You can easily grab some rackets and birdies at a park or beach for a great workout. It's an accessible sport that I genuinely enjoy. Your name is quite unique in wrestling. How did you come up with it? ***. The name Masha is actually in honor of my childhood friend who passed away when we were teenagers. I wanted to carry her name forward in a positive way. The surname Slamovich was inspired by another friend who sadly passed away last October. We chose Slamovich because it has a cool, Russian sound and resembles Slammovich. I owe thanks to my friends for helping me come up with it. How do you view the current state of women's wrestling as you perform globally with TNA and independent promotions? It's incredibly exciting. I love staying busy and wrestling around the world. I cherish my work with TNA and GCW, as well as other promotions. For instance, I had the opportunity to wrestle for IWF in Moscow, where my grandmother and some cousins were able to watch me live. Without these promotions, I wouldn't have had such opportunities. I truly appreciate the chance to travel and perform worldwide. Is there a specific match type you haven't done yet that you want to try? I recently had my first experience with ladders in a match against Rosemary in January, which has sparked my interest in wanting to participate in a ladder match. What are your hopes for TNA as the year progresses? I'm eager to see TNA continue its upward trajectory. We're breaking records and expanding our reach. We're enhancing everything within the company, both internally and externally, including our production quality and the TNA Plus streaming app, which has undergone a complete update. It's an exciting time. Who has been a significant influence behind the scenes as you've developed as a performer? Working with Jazz has been incredibly beneficial. She recently returned to TNA, and her fresh perspective and insights have been invaluable. What would you like to say to first-time viewers tuning into a TNA pay-per-view or show? I can assure you that this will be one of our most thrilling pay-per-views yet. Every match on the card is worth watching. We have an incredibly stacked lineup, and the show promises to be as exhilarating as ever. This event will be bigger, better, and more fantastic than anything we've done before. TNA Wrestling Slammiversary, July 20th, 8/7C, pay-per-view, Fight TV and TNA Plus. TNA Impact, Thursdays, 8/7C, AXS TV. Historic double champion crowned at TNA Slammiversary 2025. A new era begins. Jacy Jayne becomes the first double champion of TNA and NXT. In a historic moment that has left fans buzzing, Jacy Jayne has become the first wrestler to hold both the TNA Knockouts World Championship and the NXT Women's Championship simultaneously. This unprecedented feat occurred at TNA Slammiversary 2025, where Jayne and Masha Slamovich faced off in a high-stakes winner-takes-all match. But here's where it gets controversial. Some fans are questioning whether this title swap was the best move for both brands. ### The road to Slammiversary. Masha Slamovich's journey to the top began when she defeated Jordynne Grace at Bound for Glory on October 26, 2024, securing the Knockouts title. On the other hand, Jacy Jayne clinched the NXT Women's Championship from Stephanie Vaquer on the May 27th episode of NXT. Initially, Jayne was seen as a transitional champion, often referred to on-air as the most beatable champion. However, with a bit of unexpected help from Blake Monroe, who turned heel and assisted Jayne, she managed to retain her title against Grace at WWE Evolution. Following this, the stage was set for the Ultimate Showdown. The title-for-title match was officially announced, with Jayne looking to conquer the TNA roster and Slamovich aiming to solidify her dominance in both brands. Leading up to the event, Slamovich secured a 6-woman tag team victory on the latest episode of NXT, further proving her mettle. ####the match. A night of chaos and triumph. On the night of Slammiversary, Jacy Jayne entered the ring flanked by her Fatal Influence stablemates, Fallon Henley and Jasmine Nix. Masha Slamovich also had her allies, but they couldn't prevent the chaos that ensued. Referee Paige Prinzivalli was taken out early in the match, leading to a classic scenario where Slamovich nearly secured a pinfall on Jayne without a referee to count it. Despite this, Jayne managed to regain control and execute her finishing move, the Rolling Encore, to claim both titles. #### personal reactions and future predictions. This historic achievement marks the first time a WWE talent has held a TNA title, and it's the second instance this year of a double champion in the NXT women's division, following Stephanie Vaquer. While some might have doubted Jayne's chances, her victory is a testament to her resilience and the support she received from her stablemates. However, this might not be a long-term arrangement. By the end of Bound for Glory, it's likely that Jayne will drop one or both titles. The question remains, who will be the next to challenge for the championship? In NXT, Jordynne Grace and Blake Monroe seem like strong contenders, but their paths may be on hold. Meanwhile, in TNA, Indy Hartwell could be groomed for a significant role. ####, what do you think? Tell us your thoughts on this title change in the comments below. Who do you think should be the next to challenge for the title or even win the belt next? Keep the discussion going and let us know your predictions.